Welcome back to Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We thank you for joining us. We are joined by Bernard Parks. He's a member of the Los Angeles City Council, and we want football. We want football, and we want football now. And the LA Times is saying that you need to act decisively to get football here. Are you?
I agree.
The group?
No, I think you have to. I think when you have a private company come to you and propose to relieve the debt service on a portion of your convention center, build a portion of the convention center at their cost, build a stadium that could be used as part of the convention center, and basically create an environment where many more hotels can be a part of that. I don't know how you could not be decisive.
So what's the delay?
I think the delay is in the whole deal is going to be premised on how well the deal points are written. And it takes time to do that. You just can't.
But we have heard some pretty strong statements, one could argue ultimatums, coming out of AEG that unless certain dates are met, they're going to walk.
Well, I think AEG are superior business people. They realize time is money, and they want some commitment for them to put this energy into this activity, and they don't want something prolonged, and they do not also want to be put in a situation where they want some safeguards about the CEQA.
And let's talk about that. Yeah. CEQA are the environmental regulations, and they are concerned that if there are not provisions allowing them some CEQA relief, that they will be stuck in litigation for years to come.
That's true.
Their opponents, their colleagues, whatever you want to call them, in the City of Industry got some relief in the state in terms of CEQA. Some of your colleagues on the LA City Council, the chief legislative analyst, has said we don't think they should get relief from CEQA.
Well, I think what I view it is that you have to have the EIR. There's no doubt.
That's the Environmental Impact Report.
But what they're looking at, that CEQA is so broadly interpreted that if you have no standing, you can still sue them. And many times what has been happening on these major projects, people will sue for the benefit of their personal, what they call community benefit package.
So what's the answer? Because the city of Los Angeles cannot give CEQA relief. It has to come from Sacramento.
But I think the issue is that I think you have to walk through this in a fashion that allows them to do the EIR. But there's got to be, I believe, some safeguards where you have frivolous lawsuits that could cost them literally millions of dollars in time. Because realize that as they move forward, they're basically moving towards a sequence of important dates. When does the season start? When do they announce a team? Those are the type of things.
Speaking of season, do we even know if the NFL has a team ready for us?
I think, first of all, knowing AEG as I do, they would not be putting forth this effort without some understanding. Plus, the NFL is a team-driven league.
Right.
You don't build a stadium and then say, you got to come.
We changed our mind.
The issue is you have to have a team that's interested in coming that then drives the stadium.
Are we looking at an expansion, or are we looking at a poaching of another city's team?
I don't think you're going to see expansion. When we were involved with it heavily, Jerry Jones from Dallas said, if you can explain to me why I should share my TV money with one more person,
I understand.
Then I'll go for a expansion. I think you're going to see a variety of evaluation of what
teams
ideas will move. I think there's some ideas, but it's just speculation.
Do you want to speculate?
No.
When do you think we will see a deal, at least the makings of a deal, in place?
I think we go on vacation on the 23rd, I believe, of August. I think you will see a full day of council discussion about some deal points.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. We want football. I think he does too. He's Bernard Parks. He's a member of the Los Angeles City Council. You can watch more editions of Local Edition on Video on Demand Channel 1, and then just go to Local and then click on My Government. I'm Brad Pomerance. Back to HLN.